is Dale Brisby. This is Radiator Ranch in Winnebago, Texas. And if you didn't already know that, you ain't no cowboy, old son. Here's something y'all do know. I'm the toughest cowboy to have ever ridden. So as the toughest, I think it's only fair to let others have a shot at that title. Today I've invited two of PBR's finest, Chase Outlaw and Derek Kobaba. But here's the kicker. They never had challenges tougher than I'm about to put them through. Round 2 is trivia. All right, we've got some PBR trivia, a little Can-Am trivia. Hope you know your facts. You cannot grab the bell until I'm done asking the question. If you know the answer, race to grab the bell, ring it, and I'm going to let that person have the floor on giving the answer. All right, multiple choice. Can-Am is currently champions of the toughest one-day race in the world. Name that race. Kobaba. A is King of the Desert, B, King of the Rocks, C, King of the Hammers.
King of the Hammers.
My man. Who was the first bull given the brand of honor?
I don't even know.
Little Yellow Jacket.
True or false, you can get air conditioning and heat in the Defender? My man.
True.
True.
It handles up good. I mean, I guarantee it, when it's 30 degrees and that heater's bumping on the inside of that cab, son, you can't beat it.
When there's a foot of snow outside and it's 18 degrees, there is nothing better than jumping in that cab, cranking up the heat.
Defender limited models get heat and AC, which Kobaba has one. How did you not know the answer? What's the highest scoring ride in the PBR history?
96 and a half.
96 and a half. Who was the first PBR world champion?
Tough Haven?
Oh, false. Kobaba,
I do not know it.
how old were you in 94?
I wasn't born.
Who is the reigning PBR world champion?
Jose.
My man. In PBR history, how many 96.5 point rides have there been?
2.
Chris Shivard made 2 of them.
No,
4.
4.
Yes.
Neither one of you get it. Multiple choice. Can-Am can trace its roots back to what year and what vehicle? A, 2016, first Defender side-by-side was launched. B, 1937, first patented tracked vehicle for snow. Or C, 1974, Can-Am XM1 motocross bike.
What was the question?
I know it.
Can-Am can trace its roots to what year and what vehicle?
I'm gonna go with C, complete guess.
It's B.
Outlaw again.
I figured you'd have known that one.
Who's won the most money in the PBR?
JB.
Got it.
Bull riding is 90% mental. You have to be mentally strong more than physically strong.
It all boils back down to toughness and mental toughness.
You can freaking die riding them things. It ain't no pause button.
I think that's what separates the good bull riders from the great bull riders, is those who can click it on and keep it on.
Where are the PBR headquarters?
Oh, smart.
Okay,
You need the full address?
in case it wasn't written on the card, the Siri picked up on my watch and it said Pueblo, Colorado. I heard it. Here's what I found. Multiple choice, all right? Multiple choice. What does the MR in XMR stand for? A, Muskeg Reg, B, Mr. Rodeo, or C, Mud Racing?
I'm gonna go with C.
And you'd be correct. That's another point for Kobaba. Last question. Who is the greatest bull rider of all time?
Ooh, that's a
Besides-
conundrum. That's a conundrum there. What are you gonna
yeah.
say?
Besides Dale Brisby.
Okay, first and second. Who do you think is second?
I asked him to let me see the bent shank from him bending his spur, but he said it's still waiting in the mail from the airline 7 years ago, and so.
I was gonna go to the last event, PBR, event, and the airline, they lost my rigging bag. So I'm waiting on that. And, you know, it's been 7 years, but it'll be here soon. And I'll get on one.
Is there even a right answer? I thought Dale Brisby was the answer he was looking for.
Dale Brisby is definitely not the toughest out there. I mean, I'm all about talking the talk, but I'd like to see the walk. That's the other part.
Great job, everyone. It looks like we're tied going into the bonus round. Essentially, what we're asking are questions to you about Derek. We're gonna ask questions to Derek about Outlaw. Question for Derek. What is Chase's highest score on a bull ride? Bonus points if you get the bull.
93 and a quarter?
93 and a half on Smooth Wreck, but we're gonna give you that one. Question for Chase about Derek. Outside of bull riding, what's Derek's favorite hobby?
Snowmobiling.
My man, yep. Chase made his debut on the Premier Tour in what year?
12?
Yep, 2012, that away, Kobaba. Chase, what is Derek's highest scoring ride? I'll give you a hint, it was on Canadian Mist.
I must have missed that one. I wasn't there. I was at home.
He missed it.
94.
94.
I don't think I've ever seen that bull ride.
Question for Derek. Finish this famous Chase Outlaw saying, I am happier than a blank.
Go for fresh dirt.
Go for playing in fresh dirt. Yeah, bo, cabo. Where was Derek's first event win?
Just start naming them all off. Here we go.
Oklahoma City?
It was in Iowa.
Des Moines.
Great job, everyone. That concludes our trivia challenge. This was round 2. It got all the way down to the last question of the bonus round, but our man, Derek Kobaba, has nudged himself ahead. He got like 1 or 2 questions more than Chase. We're neck and neck, boys, headed into round 3. Stay tuned for more action coming to you from PBR and Can-Am. Want to say congratulations to Mr. Kobaba winning the trivia challenge, and sorry, Mr. Outlaw, for losing, but now you got to sweep out the tack room.
Yep, we'll get after it. That's good enough.